You're sitting across from her. Same cafe, same easy laughter, same way she reaches across the table when she's making a point and touches your arm without thinking. And then she starts telling you about some other guy. Not even a bad guy, just some guy she's kind of confused about. You nod, you listen, you say the right things, but inside, something drops. Because you're close enough to matter, close enough to be trusted, close enough to hear about her dating life in detail, but not close enough to be seen in that way, and your mind starts going there fast. Did I wait too long? Did she never see me like that? Do I say something? Do I shut up and protect the friendship? Am I about to ruin this either way? Here's the truth most people never tell you. You usually do not ruin a friendship because attraction shows up. You ruin it when attraction stays hidden so long that your kindness turns into strategy, your presence turns into pressure, and the whole connection starts carrying something unspoken beneath the surface. So no, bro, you're not weird for feeling this. You're not manipulative for wanting more. And you're not failing because the line between friendship and attraction got blurry. A lot of real relationships start exactly there. By the end of this video, you're going to understand how to build genuine attraction with a female friend in a way that feels honest, emotionally mature, and safe for both of you, without playing games, without forcing chemistry, and without destroying a connection that actually matters. Let's get into it. Most guys believe attraction with a female friend is about doing more, being more helpful, being more available, being more patient, waiting for the perfect moment until she finally realizes what was in front of her the whole time. But the real truth is deeper than that. Attraction doesn't grow because you stay close. It grows because your closeness starts carrying clarity, tension, and presence. That's what most people miss. A woman's nervous system is reading you before her mind has words for it. She can feel when you're showing up as a real, emotionally available man, and she can feel when you're quietly trying to earn a chance without ever risking honesty. And that difference changes everything. Because friendship itself is not the problem. In fact, a lot of romance begins there. The issue is when friendship becomes a hiding place. When you act endlessly supportive, endlessly agreeable, endlessly safe, but never actually let her feel your romantic energy in a grounded, respectful way. Then the connection gets stuck, not because there's no chemistry, but because there's no clean signal. This is where attachment patterns show up too. If you lean anxious, you'll overgive and overthink, hoping consistency gets rewarded. If you lean avoidant, you'll feel everything and reveal nothing, then resent her for not magically knowing. Different patterns, same result. She feels confusion, you feel longing. And the friendship starts carrying weight it was never meant to hold in silence. So this isn't about tricks, not better lines, not calculated distance, not pretending not to care. It's about becoming the kind of man who can hold attraction and friendship with honesty at the same time. And here's what changes everything. You stop trying to make her like you, and you start showing up in a way that lets attraction either grow naturally or tell the truth clearly. That's the whole game. Stop auditioning, start showing. Here's the part no one talks about. Most couples don't start because one person was the nicest. They start because, at some point, one person became felt. Most guys with a female friend they like fall into audition mode. They become extra agreeable, extra available, extra easy. They say yes to everything. They never challenge, never tease, never lead. Because beneath the surface, they're terrified that one wrong move will make her pull away. So they shrink. And the deeper truth is this. When you're constantly managing her comfort, she may feel safe with you, but she won't necessarily feel you. And attraction needs that. It needs safety, yes, but it also needs a sense of realness, edge, specificity. A man who is present enough to be known, not just useful enough to be appreciated. Her nervous system is asking, who is he when he's not trying to be liked? That's the real question. The disconnecting version sounds like this. Whatever you want to do is cool with me. Yeah, I'm free anytime. You pick. I'm down for whatever. The connecting version sounds more like this. I'm grabbing tacos at 7. Come with me if you want. Or, no, I'm not watching that movie. It's terrible. Pick a better one. Or even with a smile. You know you get dangerously cute when you're pretending to be right. Feel the difference. One version disappears to stay safe. The other stays warm, but actually shows up. And when you do that, something in her can finally register. Oh, there he is. That's when the connection stops feeling flat and starts feeling alive. Drop the covert contract. This one matters more than people realize. Most people in relationships learned this the hard way, and most friendships with hidden attraction get damaged right here. You start doing a lot for her. You text first. You help. You listen. You show up. And none of that is bad. It becomes a problem when, beneath the surface, there's an unspoken deal in your head. If I care enough, maybe she'll choose me. That's a covert contract, and women can feel it. Not always consciously, but emotionally, yes. Because when kindness is real, it feels light. When kindness is secretly carrying expectation, it feels heavy. She may not be able to explain it, but her nervous system picks up the pressure. She starts feeling like she owes something she never agreed to give. That kills attraction fast. Not because women don't value care, they do, but because attraction can't breathe inside emotional debt. The disconnecting version looks like this. You help her move, listen to her for hours, buy little thoughtful things, then go cold the minute she mentions another guy. Or you say, I'm always here for you, but inside you're thinking, so when do I become the obvious choice? The connecting version looks like this. You're generous because that's who you are, not because you're buying access. And if your feelings are growing, you don't hide behind endless service. You let the connection become honest. That might sound like, I like being around you, a lot, and I'm not doing nice things hoping you'll owe me something. I just want whatever this becomes to be real. That lands differently. Her inner voice can finally relax. He's not trying to trap me, he's just being honest. Not guilt, not pressure, not fake detachment, but clean intention. And that's the shift that turns a confusing friendship into something emotionally safe enough for attraction to actually grow. 3. Flirt in inches, not miles. This is where it gets really interesting. Most couples don't move from friendship to romance through one giant moment. They move there through small moments that get noticed, felt, and returned. A look that lasts a little longer. A joke with a little more charge. A compliment that sounds like desire, not politeness. Most guys mess this up in one of two ways. They either never flirt at all, or they go from zero to confession. Both create problems. Because the deeper truth is that attraction needs reciprocity. It needs room for her to feel something and respond to it. If you never create that moment, she never gets the chance. And if you dump everything at once, her nervous system gets overwhelmed before curiosity ever has a chance to wake up. So you build in inches. That means you let your energy shift just enough for her to feel it. The disconnecting version sounds like a safe friend compliment. You're such a great person. Or a compliment that's too much, too soon. I've wanted you forever, and I can't stop thinking about you. Too flat or too heavy. The connecting version is smaller, cleaner, more alive. You look good when you're in a mood. That smile is actually a problem. You know you're kind of dangerous when you give me that look, right? Then you pause. You watch. Does she laugh and lean in? Does she play back? Does she hold the eye contact? Does she become a little more present too? That's data. And here's what nobody explains. Flirting is not a trick for manufacturing attraction. It's a way of revealing it lightly enough that the other person can meet you there if it's mutual. Her brain might quietly register, wait, was that flirting? And if it felt good, the next thought is even more important. Why did I like that? That's the beginning. And when you do it well, the walls between friendship and attraction start to soften without either of you having to force the moment. 4. Let space do some of the work. Honestly, man, this one is huge. Most people think more contact creates more connection, more texts, more availability, more constant presence. But most couples will tell you that connection doesn't deepen just because two people are always there. It deepens when presence feels intentional, not automatic. If you're always around, always replying instantly, always emotionally on call, she never gets to feel your absence. And absence matters. Not as a game, not as punishment, not as some manipulative make-her-chase nonsense, but as emotional contrast. Because sometimes attraction grows in the space where someone suddenly notices, why am I thinking about him right now? That matters. The deeper truth is this. Anxious patterns try to secure love through constant access. But constant access can flatten the energy. It can make your attention feel expected instead of chosen. And chosen always feels more powerful than available on demand. The disconnecting version is you texting all day, every day, even when there's nothing real to say. You cancel your plans because she called. You're always 1 minute away, always hovering, always turning toward her, but from fear, not grounded presence. The connecting version sounds like, can't tonight. I've got the gym and then dinner with friends. Tell me how it goes tomorrow. Or, I'm off my phone for a bit. I'll catch you later. Or simply living a full life she can actually feel, not disappearing, not punishing, not performing mystery, but having gravity. And that changes the emotional texture completely, because now she's not just receiving your attention, she's feeling your value. Something in her may start whispering, "Oh, he's not just waiting around for me." And weirdly, that often makes her more curious, not less. That's when the connection stops feeling like a convenience and starts feeling like something she could actually lose. 5. Become a man with gravity. Most guys think attraction is mostly about chemistry, a line, a look, a moment. But most couples don't build real connection on chemistry alone. They build it on the feeling that the other person has substance, direction, emotional steadiness, a life that feels real. That's what I mean by gravity. Most men with a female friend they like start shapeshifting. They mirror her opinions too much. They tone themselves down. They become whatever feels least risky. Because they think being easy to like is the same thing as being attractive. It isn't. The deeper truth is that attraction grows when she feels she's with a man who is grounded in himself. Not rigid, not arrogant, not emotionally shut down, but rooted. He knows what he likes. He has standards. He has friends. He has purpose. He can listen without collapsing into approval seeking. That's emotionally available strength, and women feel it fast. The disconnecting version sounds like this. "Yeah, I mean, whatever you think. I don't really care. I'm cool with anything." Over and over. The connecting version sounds like this. "No, I actually disagree. I want different things than that. I like you, but I'm not going to pretend I don't have my own direction." Or maybe she asks what you're working toward, and instead of giving some vague answer, you tell the truth with energy. You let her see your becoming, your focus, your fire. And her internal monologue shifts. "He's not just interested in me, he's interesting." Bro, that line matters. Because attraction is not just, does he want me? It's also, what happens inside me when I'm around him? And when your life has weight, your attention stops feeling needy and starts feeling like something meaningful she gets invited into. That's when she stops feeling like a prize to win and starts feeling like a person you could actually build something real with. 6. Name the shift before the friendship starts rotting. And this is the one most couples never figure out until way too late. Waiting feels safer. It doesn't stay safer. Most people in relationships know this pattern, even if it started before they ever became a couple. When something meaningful goes unspoken too long, it doesn't stay neutral. It hardens. It becomes tension, then resentment, then weirdness, then drift. That's what hidden attraction does inside a friendship. You think you're protecting the connection, but often you're just letting ambiguity build scar tissue. Every time she talks about someone else, every time you act normal while feeling something deeper, every time you say, "it's fine," when it isn't, your nervous system learns to split. And that split is exhausting. So here's the mature move. You name the shift before your energy gets bitter. Not with a dramatic confession, not with a speech, not with a, "I've loved you for years and can't do this anymore." Too heavy. Too much responsibility placed on her. Too much unspoken pressure. The connecting version is simple, calm, clear. It sounds like, "I want to be honest about something. I really value what we have, and lately, I've started feeling this as more than just friendship. No pressure on you, I just didn't want to hide it and start being weird." That's strong, because this isn't a communication hack. It's what emotional maturity looks like when someone has learned to tell the truth without making it a burden. And here's what changes everything. When you say it like that, she doesn't just hear your words. She feels your regulation, your self-respect, your safety. Her mind can finally say, "I can trust this. He's not trying to force me. He's just being real." That doesn't guarantee a yes, but it gives attraction its cleanest possible chance. And even if romance doesn't happen, that kind of honesty protects your dignity and keeps the friendship from being slowly poisoned by what stayed unspoken. 7. Respect the answer like a grown man. This is where you find out who you really are. Most guys think the friendship gets ruined if she doesn't feel the same way. But most couples, and most healthy friendships, are built on something much deeper than mutual desire. They're built on how safe people feel telling the truth. So if she says yes, beautiful, you move forward cleanly. But if she says no, this moment still matters. A lot. Because the deeper truth is that her nervous system will immediately scan for one thing. Can he handle my honesty without punishing me for it? That's the whole test. The disconnecting version is obvious. You guilt trip her. You go cold. You act wounded in a way that makes her responsible for your emotions. You say, "It's fine," but now everything feels sharp and withdrawn. Or you stay friends while secretly hoping she changes her mind, which means nothing actually got resolved. That's not friendship. That's limbo. The connecting version is grounded and real. Thank you for being honest. I mean that. I care about you, and I may need a little space just to reset my head, but there's no bad blood. That's maturity. That's self-respect. And weirdly, even if she doesn't choose you romantically, that response often leaves the deepest impression. Because now she feels no manipulation, no entitlement, no hidden anger. Just a man who can want honestly and handle reality with grace. Not convincing harder, not smarter texting, not making her jealous, but becoming someone safe enough to desire and strong enough to hear